And in the bottom right, in the carrot orange, please hover over their name. It's BabyPuncher! And in the top left, in the hovering over the name red, it's ACRAaron. So they were both Terran, you know, I kind of got confused.
Yeah, I should have hovered the name. Anyway, so ACRAaron versus BabyPuncher. Out of these two and what we've seen, ACRAaron certainly plays a lot more standard. But standard in TBT can still get a little weird. You know, you get a lot of base trade situations, you get a lot of doom drops.
Well, we have gas before barracks for BabyPuncher, so this is already going a slightly different direction.
Okay, yeah. So this has to be something high tech. So likely a factory like immediately after barracks, possibly into like a 1-1-1 build, depending on how quick the second gas comes down.
Well, or it could be a factory floating into the main.
Yes, that is also possible.
Totally see BabyPuncher doing that.
Yeah. I mean, you could put it down in like that third base location, float it up and build a Widow Mine, that type of thing.
Yes.
And BabyPuncher's scout gets in before the wall off is finished. Whereas, well, ACRAaron will also get the scout in, but there was no contesting it because there was only a supply depot at the ramp, not a supply depot and a barracks. So not attempting a full wall too quickly.
Okay, so the factory does go down very quickly. It is not proxy, though, and I'm a little disappointed, actually. Actually, I'm very disappointed in that.
Well, that barracks definitely could have been a lot quicker, but I think that BabyPuncher actually intentionally delayed it because the SCV was here, but now the SCV comes back, gets the secondary scout, and still sees the factory.
And for some reason, it's still alive.
Yeah, well, that Marine, you know, he's having...
Just doesn't want to waste ammunition.
Yeah. I mean, he was yelling in the SCV's general direction, but it didn't force it to kill itself.
Okay. So, this is definitely going to be interesting. We have a Ghost Academy coming up for BabyPuncher.
Okay, so nukes? Do you think nukes?
Yes, definitely.
Nukes are a definite possibility. You could also maybe do, like, ghost drops.
With nukes.
With nukes, of course.
Well, Widow Mines could walk in another way. So you really want to try and just come in at more than one place to take the attention of your opponent to stretch it as much as possible.
Exactly. Especially if they are going to be, you know, taking their natural soon. So that already spreads them out a little bit. Scan goes down and gets a lot of critical information, sees the starport, sees the command center. So BabyPuncher has all the information available to her, whereas ACRAaron does not actually know that ghosts are coming up.
I don't think any nukes have been started yet, though.
No, they haven't. So it looks like it's potentially just going to be dropping a few ghosts. I mean, they do pretty decent damage. So you drop a few ghosts, you can cloak them, get them in the mineral line, and take out a lot of SCVs.
Cloak hasn't been researched yet, though, so that's...
True. I guess you don't even really need to cloak them. You can just drop them in, pick them up later. You know, with medevacs out, there's going to be nothing for ACRAaron. Oh, nuke has started. Nuke has started. Okay, so we are going to see some nuke play, and this is going to be really cool.
This is... I've only been able to see BabyPuncher play a few times, but I would definitely say this is within her style.
Yeah. Now the question is, will she have anything to contest these Hellions that are about to run into her base? And ACRAaron could have seen the drop, but is not responding at all yet. Now, those Hellions were super clumped up, so all of them are down to half health. One already died, and the ghosts are in the main.
All right, here we go. Taking out as many SCVs as possible. The nuclear launch has been detected. ACRAaron needs to react, and does just in time, but I don't believe... Okay, just barely gets that ghost in time. So that's really great for ACRAaron. Now, will BabyPuncher try this again?
We'll see. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, trying to launch the nuke automatically burns it. So
yes,
she will have to make a new one.
Yes, will she try to launch another nuke? Not specifically that same one.
Yes.
Canceling it also kills it. Anyway, so we have a Hellion drop in response to this from ACRAaron.
We'll see. We'll see what BabyPuncher has to respond to this. The drop is about to hit. There's a tank in the base, but it's totally out of position. The Hellions are unloading right now and see how much damage they can get done. They're already getting some good shots off. The SCVs are lining up, but the Hellions aren't chasing. They can't get too much closer because of that tank. So, pretty decent response from BabyPuncher.
And the ghost drop she was bringing over to the other side of the map does come back. Don't think it did any damage at all.
I don't think so.
I think it actually
either.
just flew there and then flew back.
And a second nuke has not been started yet. So I'm wondering if she's going to try that again, or if she's going to just use these ghosts for some extra DPS on the back line.
She's really going to need to consider taking a command center.
Yes.
Or maybe building some more SCVs.
Either of those
Pretty
things would
light
be
on
fine.
workers at this time.
You know, ideally, she would be doing both at this very moment. But she's spending all of her money on units, so I guess this is going to prompt an eventual all-in from her.
Well, as long as ACRAaron can hold on, he'll be in better and better shape the longer this game goes on. So the tank does get to siege up, but all those units are very clumped together. The tank will not fall quite yet. The SCVs are doing their best to lightly tickle it to death.
And they will succeed. The SCVs did get the light tickle to death on that tank, but there's still a bunch of bio on top of the mineral line. Ghosts are sniping at those SCVs, doing quite a bit of damage. So even though so much snipe going on, I mean, let's look at the worker count. You know, actually, even with all that damage, ACRAaron has more workers because he's had his natural. He's had more consistent work.
What is this?
They're trying to auto repair.
Oh, okay.
And they're just doing a really terrible job of it.
Okay.
So I guess regardless of the worker difference, if ACRAaron doesn't start mining with those SCVs in his main, then it really doesn't matter how many workers he has. Okay, they're mining now. Very good. But they're all quite low health too because of that attack with the ghosts.
So even just a little bit of damage from Marines would take out so many workers.
Yeah, a drop right now would be a really great idea because they could just drop in there, get a bunch of kills, and then pick up immediately.
Oh, this command center is definitely not happening. He's got to get a cancel on that. Okay, just in time. And BabyPuncher is going to just elevator into the main, siege up on the low ground to protect the tanks. A lot of these units are already quite low.
The tank was target firing on that turret, which is not the right call. So we can see that BabyPuncher's macro is in a pretty bad situation where ACRAaron was trying to take a third base while she still hasn't taken her natural. That drop does get sniped though, so that's a good pickup. And I think she pretty much has to get a kill here.
SCVs are pulled, but where is the army of ACRAaron? What does he even have? He has one tank, a medevac, and a few bioforces.
Now with that drop, gets right on top of the tank, so that does quite a bit of damage for basically free.
Now this tank push is gonna prompt the GG, and BabyPuncher takes game 2. Top left. In the sun chip orange, it is BabyPuncher. And in the bottom right, in the extra crispy bacon red, it's ACRAaron.
ACRAaron in the red. The new bacon champion. BakeACRAaron. That was
bad.
so
okay,
bad.
so this is a really intense scout going on by BabyPuncher.
Or a really intense proxy.
Well, yeah, a scout into a really intense proxy, I suppose. Potentially putting the barracks at the center. No, guess not. So moving on, going to look for where ACRAaron actually is, and then likely proxy the barracks as close as possible while keeping it relatively hidden. She wants to end this game quickly. She knows exactly where he is now. Those two other SCVs did not see anything.
Well, and she has so much money, so this will be a proxy 3 racks.
Now, we've seen this once before in, I don't know, some other tournament. Whoa. This is getting pretty crazy. So ACRAaron just slips by there.
He's not going to get scouted on time. So we'll see what she's able to get done with this. And I think the big question is she going to throw up some bunkers with it? Or will she just send the Marines home? Because if she could maybe like get a bunker on the bottom of the ramp.
Yeah, I think she will. And ACRAaron's he's not being very quick with his scouting. So now this kind of looks like a normal scout time, but it's so not normal at all.
Yeah. And well, what is ACRAaron gonna see when he gets to the base? He's actually gonna see another barracks. So this is it's gonna look like weird timing, but it's not gonna look too weird.
It's gonna look very weird. Where did that other 450 minerals go?
Yes, but at this level, you can account that to them like not being, like, I mean, 450 minerals at this point in the game is still a lot, but it's like, if this was a pro game, they'd be like, okay, well, you either have a CC somewhere or there's 3 barracks outside my base. But, you know, at this level, it could look weird, but not like crazy. But now the Marines are going to be shown. The SCVs are coming with it. And actually, the barracks gets lifted.
They could have moved up in there. They're going to get through.
Yep, they're going to get through. They're going to block that from going down.
They needed to block that.
Okay, they block it from going down. They're going to go to work on all these buildings. They can even throw up like a bunker on the ramp.
He needs to cancel this CC.
Yeah, that has no chance in the world of going up.
He needs to put down like 3 supply depots, cancel the CC. Hope this bunker finishes and gets a ton of Marines out, but this is pretty much GG right here. Like,
well, there's a Hellion. Okay, if the Hellion can get sheltered by these SCVs and get good hits, but it's being targeted. Oh, and it didn't get repaired in time. Okay, GG.
BabyPuncher takes it 2-0 with the proxy 3 racks.
Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe to support the ASL by hitting the button now.